Good or ill, life is life. You only realize that when you have to risk it. No person can become more alien than the one you loved in the past. Never do anything complicated when something simple will serve as well. It's one of the most important secrets of living. It was a melancholy secret that reality can arouse desires but never satisfy them. The one you try to keep, you lose. The one you are willing to let go with a smile, they will try to keep you. How little we can say about women when we're happy, can't we? And how much when we're unhappy. Anything you can settle with money is cheap. Life did not intend to make us perfect. Whoever is perfect belongs in a museum. No soldier outlives 1,000 chances, but every soldier believes in chance and trusts his luck. Our knowledge of life is limited to death. Everyone saves someone at least once, just as he kills someone at least once, even though he may not know it. That is the remarkable thing about drinking. It brings people together so quickly, but between night and morning, it sets an interval again of years. To forget is the secret of eternal youth. It grows old only through memory. There's much too little forgetting. It's no shame to be born stupid, only in dying stupid. One is old only when one no longer feels, no, when one no longer loves. But that's what mankind is like. They only prize what they no longer possess. Regret is the most useless thing in the world. One cannot recall anything, and one cannot rectify anything. A light doesn't shine in daylight, it shines in the dark. And whatever happens to you, don't take anything to heart. Little in the world is important for a long time. Happiness belongs to the fearless. No matter how incredible a statement is, if it is made with sufficient certainty, it has an impact. The mind of man understands it is impossible to live by mind alone. Life is a disease, and death begins at birth. Every breath, every heartbeat is a moment of dying, a slight push toward the end. The more primitive a person is, the better he considers himself. When we love each other, we are immortal and indestructible, like a heartbeat, rain, and wind. Extraordinary creatures you young people are. The past you hate, the present you despise, and the future is a matter of indifference. One always expects something else. Human beings are a much worse poison than schnapps or tobacco. Feelings are never guilty. Our damn memory is a sieve. It wants to survive, and survival is possible only through forgetfulness. Heaven has no favorites. Man is brave only when he is also afraid. Modesty and conscientiousness receive their reward only in novels. I always thought that everyone was against the war until I discovered that there are those who are for it, especially those who do not have to fight in it. Faith easily relates to fanaticism. That is why so much blood has been shed in the name of religion. Don't ask about the consequences if you want to do something. Otherwise, you will never do it. Sheep looks confident only in what you wear without feelings in yourself. People tend to ask too many questions in love, and once you start really wanting to know the answers, the love is gone. In a person, you own only what you have changed in him. There is something good about bad memories. They make you think that you're happy, although a moment before that you were convinced that you were not. The hospital alone shows what war is. It's sad when you think about life, and cynical when you see what people make of it. I'll tell you what, the meanest thing is to draw animals into war. Attachment to property restricts and fetters. To own everything means not to own anything. Why? The question on which all logic, all philosophy, all science has shattered up to now. There is nothing more tiring than to be present when a person demonstrates his mind, especially if there is no mind. A man has to have something he can put his faith in. Strange how complicated we make things just to avoid showing what we feel. You can talk about happiness for 5 minutes, no more. There's nothing to say except that you're happy. And people talk about misfortune all night long. Those who consider themselves fair are particularly ruthless. When a man has seen so many dead, he cannot understand any longer why there should be so much anguish over a single individual. You can't know anything beforehand. The incurable can survive the healthy. Life is a strange phenomenon. We have our dreams because without them, we could not bear the truth. And without love, a person is a dead man on vacation, just a piece of paper with a few dates and a random name. The invisible storehouse in nothingness called memory. Women do not need to explain anything. You always need to act with them. I don't have a future. Not having a future is almost the same as not obeying earthly laws. Anyone who can only hate or only love is enviably primitive. We were all at once terribly alone, and alone we must see it through. Courage is the fairest adornment of youth. Those who look back too often can easily stumble and fall. The best way to lose a woman is to show her a kind of life that one could offer her only for a few days.